Live streaming Mass seems, well, just a little bit strange. I don't know about you, but kind of having a hard time getting used to it. You know, I've heard people tell me stories about ways that they've made the best of it, preparing a good place in their home to be able to watch and to participate in Mass. Some have even told me that they've been able to invite family members or friends who wouldn't normally go to Mass, who aren't comfortable in a church, but feel comfortable joining them in their living room, participating in Mass for the first time. One parishioner even told me that his dog has started going to Mass with him. I also hear people asking questions, and certainly there's a sense of there's something missing, and we know that there's something missing, and sometimes maybe have a hard time saying exactly what it is. I mean, you know, certainly we're not there in the place. We're not able to receive Jesus sacramentally in the Eucharist, physically receiving his body and blood into ourselves. We're not there surrounded by the parish community that's so nourishing, and that's, you know, for me, on the other side of the altar, that's, of course, the part that I miss the most, not having you there with me. Some have asked, why is it that the priests are still celebrating Mass? And especially if they're not live streaming it, there's no one there. You know, musicians may sing in the shower, but they don't get dressed up and turn the lights on for a concert if there's not going to be an audience. Why are priests still celebrating Mass if there's no one there to celebrate it with and for? And then the question that I probably get asked the most, talking about watching Mass via live stream, is, well, does it count? It's kind of a strange question, but a good one. You know, when it comes to does it count, I wonder what people mean. Do they mean, does it count towards the obligation? Because that's a simple question. The bishop said, right now we don't have an obligation because of this health crisis. The obligation to be at Mass is taken away for a time, is suspended for a time. So there's no obligation for it to count towards. Does it count in the sense of making a difference? You know, what difference does it make? What difference does it make if there's a priest off in a church celebrating Mass and there's no one there to hear it? What difference does it make if I stay in my home and unite myself with the Mass going on someplace in a parish church? You know, Jesus actually answered those questions. 2,000 years ago, Jesus answered the questions of what difference would it make if Jesus offered up that sacrifice of worship to God and no one was there, and the apostles weren't there, because they weren't. And Jesus answered the question, what difference does it make if those priests have a role? You know, what is their role? You know, Jesus invited just his apostles to be there at the Last Supper. The whole church weren't there. All of his disciples weren't there. Just them, just those few. Why? What difference does it make? We're going to be answering those questions as we celebrate Holy Week this year. We invite you to join us. First, though, I want to invite you to prepare through what we call Palms and Penance. This Saturday, April 4th, we're going to be distributing the palm branches, the blessed palm branches that we would normally give out at Mass on Palm Sunday, so you can have them there in your home. At the same time, we're going to be celebrating the Sacrament of Reconciliation. We're going to do it all out in front of the church, so that way people don't have to come together. We can continue social distancing and not have to worry about getting sick or getting somebody else sick. So we'll do it all in front of the church, Saturday, 11 a.m., 3:30 p.m., and 6 o'clock p.m. Come and join us for Palms and Penance. And then gather together with your family in your home on Palm Sunday morning. What I actually encourage you to do is, you know, prepare a place like this where you can watch the Mass, but then also have it live streaming on your phone or your mobile device. At the beginning of Mass for Palm Sunday, we normally start back outside the church or back in the gathering space and read that gospel story of Jesus entering into Jerusalem and then process into the city. Well, do that. Go outside your home. Take your phone, go outside your home for the first gospel reading, and then follow Jesus into that place where he wants to dwell with you. Follow Jesus into your home to be with him there and continue celebrating Mass. And then throughout Holy Week, especially Holy Thursday, Good Friday, we have special liturgies and times of prayer. All of those schedules are available on our website, www.stannwichita.org. We invite you to prepare for this Holy Week, to walk with the Lord and to join us as we worship Him and as we explore more deeply these mysteries.